The new Doctor Who, Matt Smith, is looking for someone to join him in the TARDIS, if you happen to be interested. The singer Lily Allen is said to be a favourite to be the Time Lord's assistant when he takes over in 2010. But other names in the frame are Rachel Stevens and Kelly Brook, both of Strictly Come Dancing fame. Moray Laing is the editor of Doctor Who Adventures magazine, and he's in the studio. We've only just got over the excitement of the new Doctor Who, and now the race is on for an assistant.
I know, what next?
Right, names in the frame. What do you think?
There's some big names out there, isn't there? And it could be any of them. I don't think they're ruling out anybody just yet.
Are they having like maybe an X Factor style search here?
That's a really good idea. It could be a good programme, actually.
Yeah.
I don't know. But as I say, they're not ruling out anybody.
It's interesting, though, isn't it? If we look at those names that I've just read out, the job of the assistant to the Doctor has now become pretty big stuff, hasn't it?
Oh, yeah, it's a very important role. And like my readers for Doctor Who Adventures, they need somebody they can identify with. And that role is very much the audience as well. The audience is going along with the companion, and the Doctor has to explain to him basically what's going on most of the time. And
did it change with Billie Piper? Was that a turning point, you think, for the role of the companion and the strength of the companion?
I think that in the past there have been some very strong companions, but Billie's Rose was fantastic, and she had a huge journey which just basically ended at the end of the last series. Will
there be romance?
You never know. It's a young...
Well, there's been a bit of kissing, actually, in the past series, hasn't there?
I think in every series there has been, yeah. It seems to be part and parcel of it. It's a younger Doctor, so who knows?
I mean, Lily Allen, Rachel Stevens, they're all young women who are very much in the public eye and role models in their own right. It would be quite a coup for Doctor Who to have someone like them alongside, wouldn't it?
It would be, but it's not always a sort of young woman that travels with the Doctor. He's travelled with teenagers, men,
of course,
robots.
It might be a man.
Well.
It might not be a woman at all.
Yes, it could be several.
When are we going to know? Now, we've had to wait to find out who the Doctor was. When will we know about the companion, do you think?
I'm not sure when we're going to find out who the new companion's going to be, but they'll start filming this summer, so presumably sometime between now and July.
They'll have to find somebody between now and then, don't they? The publicity that this is engendering is huge, isn't it?
Oh yes, I mean Saturday night was big event television, wasn't it? Tuning in to find out who the new Doctor was going to be. So it'd be nice to do something similar for the new companion as well.
Now, we spoke on Saturday before the Doctor was announced, and we were saying all sorts of things, who it might be, lots of speculation. What was your feeling when you watched that programme and you saw it?
I thought it was absolutely a brilliant decision. He's a very, very different, he will be a very, very different Doctor. Again, just like every other Doctor, whenever they've changed and somebody new, it's you never know what you're going to get.
And I think David Tennant was feeling a bit teary, wasn't he? A bit nostalgic.
I know, it must be quite sad for him seeing the next Doctor. But I think it's a good choice. So
let's look at your magazine briefly now. Will you be who's going to be the companion? Is that going to be the headline?
Oh, big news. First of all, we have to cover the new Doctor, but then it will be who's going to join him in the TARDIS as well.
And if we look back at all the companions he's had, who's your favourite?
Oh, I've also a soft spot for K9.
Me too.
I want a robot dog.
Or maybe a horse this time.
Oh, yeah, possibly.
I don't know. OK, so lots to look forward to. And are your viewers excited? Are your readers excited?
Oh, incredibly. It's the time. It is, isn't it?
It's the time for a new Time Lord. OK, Mary, thanks very much indeed. Thank you. Let's catch up on